Hello everyone, my name is Yesha Jala. Today's topic in IB chemistry videos is spectroscopy and how we can identify the element using spectroscopy. First off, let's define some words so you don't get lost. Spectroscopy is the study of the interaction of electromagnetic radiation in all of its forms with matter. Electromagnetic radiation, also known as EMR, is the radiant energy released by certain electromagnetic processes. Elements are single pure substance made of only one atom. Line spectrum is an image of colored lines or bands of light formed in spectroscopy. It's an emission composed of a number of discrete frequencies or energies. All atoms give off light when they are heated, but the light is not always visible to the human eye. A prism can be used in order to split the light, so it can form a spectrum, and each element has its own line spectrum. This idea is called spectroscopy. Each element has a characteristic line spectrum that helps identify it in samples of unknown substances. Using spectroscopy, scientists can identify pure substances or compounds and which elements are in them. Each atom has one or more electrons that surrounds the nucleus. Electrons surround the nucleus in arrangements called orbitals. Each orbital signifies a certain amount of energy, and because of their orbitals, electrons absorb and emit energy in identifiable ways. This helps figure out which element it is. When an atom absorbs energy, its electrons jump to higher orbitals temporarily, then jump back down again. Each transition is discrete, defined, and associated with a particular wavelength of light. When atoms are sufficiently energized, the up and down orbital changes generate light that has a pattern called an emission spectrum. When you see the light directly, it has characteristic tints and colors, but when it passes through a prism, it spreads into thin lines of colors. The pattern of lines and colors is unique for each element. By using the continuous spectrum, a band of colors that include the familiar colors of the rainbow, scientists can identify how hot or cool the object is. The continuous spectrum can also identify elements in the presence of dark bands. As the temperature starts to go up, the spectrum has more amounts of green, blue, and violet colors. As the temperature starts to cool, the spectrum has more amounts of red, orange, and yellow. A relatively cool gas is in between the observer and a hot object. The atoms from the gas take some of the energy from the light, leaving black lines in between. The dark lines in an absorption spectrum correspond with the bright lines in the emission spectrum, such as for hydrogen. Fun fact of the day. Scientists have used line spectra to discover many new elements. In fact, the discovery of some elements, such as rubidium and caesium, was not possible until the development of spectroscopy. The element helium was discovered by studying the line spectra emitted by the sun. Thank you for watching.